Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Into the Breach. I have made my purchasing from the Reputation store. We have Confuse Shot and Gravwell on the Grav Mech, plus a basic pilot who has no skills currently. Bethany and the Cryo Launcher in the Siege Mech, and then I'm thinking the Judo Mech with the Vec hormones powered up to +2 damage. Now I could very easily give him +2 damage on his Vice Fist attack, but I want to try and let the original purpose of this squad shine, let the enemies kill themselves, get the achievement that, you know, is the enemies killing each other, 4 enemies killing other enemies in a single battle. I want to try that. With the Grav Mech, maybe we can have an easier time of it. Being able to cryo certain enemies that are difficult and annoying and we can't deal with them is going to be nice, I think. So why don't we give this a shot? Bethany is like our strongest unit right now. But if we can get the enemies to attack each other, we can get some achievements, and we can at least say, no, this is not going to be a frost run, even though I did give her the cryo launcher because it's super OP with Bethany. So yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Let's leave the island. And let's try the, oh, there's 5 different enemy types, I see. Let's try the, maybe Pinnacle Robotics. We do have a frost weapon of our own. A leader being a scorpion is not the end of the world for us. We can probably deal with that pretty easily. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Defend the robots and protect the defense slab. I hate defend the robots, but we can use the cryo launcher to protect the robots if we need to. Kill all enemies before they retreat. Protect the power generator. I hate this mission. I remember this mission from my first time on this island. The enemies break out of the ice at regular intervals and you can't block them at all. Freeze and defend both robots. Oh, I'm gonna do this one. This is an easy mission. We have the cryo launcher and we have a freeze tank. And there's only one enemy on the first turn? It doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right at all, but we'll give it a shot here. So Siege Mech, we want in the back line. Grav Mech, we want relatively close, I think. Put you right there, in fact. Many lives depend on you. Well, this is annoying. We might not be able to... Oh, you know what? We can always confuse shot to knock enemies away from each other. You've got 4 move. I don't want to position you over the Vex spawn. Already this is going to be a little bit of a tricky situation, but I think we just do a confuse shot on the laser mech. We freeze the cannon bot with Bethany. And then that's it. Actually, you know what? We can freeze both mechs on this turn. If I move the Grav Mech back, we can make it work. And then I guess we just hit the Soldier Scion for 1 damage. We can kill him on the next turn. I mean, this is acceptable. This is acceptable. Pull you. Freeze you. And freeze you. So both of the mechs are already frozen. Now we just have to protect them, and there's going to be 3 enemies that can attack on this turn. Now let's see if we can't make them attack each other. Ranged attack hitting 2, melee attack, ranged attack. Also like to get kills, if we can. I mean, we can easily kill the Hornet with the Alpha Crab. Can we kill the Soldier Scion at the same time? I don't think so. Because I think if we just hit him with anything, including the Siege Mech, he's just gonna die. But if we grab and throw the Alpha Crab onto this square, pull the Hornet onto the forest tile, then Hornet's dead. It does take 2 actions to kill 1 unit, so maybe that's not ideal. Maybe we should just focus on something else, like you know, knocking the Firefly off, freezing the Alpha Crab or something. I like the fact that it's an artillery shot, though. We can try to use that to our advantage later, potentially. No, we can't get there. I was thinking we could maybe pull the Hornet into the square of the freeze tank, pull the Alpha Crab into a position where it can hit it on this line, but actually no, we can just pull the Alpha Crab and he will kill the Hornet. We don't need to worry about moving the Hornet too. And then we can actually use the Judo Mech over here to like knock the Firefly off or something. Actually, we'd probably use it to kill the Soldier Scion. Then we can freeze the Alpha Firefly. I mean, we can just freeze the Alpha Firefly. We kill this guy. We... No, we can't do that. If I shoot the building, it'll kill my mini tank, and I don't want to kill mini tank. Okay, well, we get the enemies to attack themselves a little bit. That's worth something, right? Might as well freeze a building. Grab the blankets. We also need to worry about the achievement that is block damage with your mech armor, but I don't see that happening here just because of the map layout, really. Can we get you to hurt yourself? No, because you have the freeze tank in your grasp. I mean, we could kill the freeze tank. Ooh, 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 ooh. Check it out. Hey, he's gonna save the freeze tank. So freeze tank can freeze a building. Why not have Bethany do the same thing? Might as well freeze this building. We're killing one enemy with another enemy, so that's 2 on this mission. We're getting there, very slowly, but we're getting there. I like these guys. I like these scarabs. Is it scarab? Yeah, it's not beetle. Beetle is the one that rushes. I like these guys. Can we get another self-inflicted kill? Probably not. Actually, enemies are doing 2 extra points of damage. I could get the regular crab. It's a crab, not a scarab. What are the scarabs then? Oh, the scarabs are artillery shot that does 1 tile of damage. These are artillery shots that do 2 tiles of damage. Gotcha. So we could launch the crab over, and then if we could get this crab moved over 1 square, it would kill the alpha crab, but I don't think we can make that happen. I think it's too far away. I'm looking to try to find a way of getting like a double kill or something, letting the enemies kill themselves, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think we just have to accept that we are going to have to freeze all the enemies on the map here, and we're not gonna get any more kills. We don't have the damage for it. 1 point of damage, 1 point of damage, and the enemies aren't really in a position where they're gonna hit themselves all that much. You know, there is one way of doing it. There is one way of doing it. And this is our last turn, so if I have to turn reset, I'll turn reset. Launch you over. Pull you. You're not gonna kill the other scarab, but the other scarab is not gonna kill you either. What? I thought you were gonna die. You're not gonna die. You're just gonna open a building. Well, I tried. The building's going to open up and the Alpha Firefly is going to open up as well, but whatever. Freeze you. And turn. That's slightly annoying. That's okay. Right. Because I kept thinking in my head, I can use the Judo mech to do 1 damage to the alpha crab, excuse me, and then the other crab can kill him because he'll do 3 damage, but then I forgot about that when I made that last move. But still, that was an okay mission. I think we will go to the Silicate Plains and try the Defend the Robots mission, although I really kind of don't like this. These mine layers will create a mine when they move. This says that they move in 2 spaces, but I think they only move 1. Oh, their movement is actually 0, so I don't know how far they moved. We have 3 scorpions, a crab. Oh my god, this is terrible and terrifying. Excuse me. You have, oh, the grav mech has 5 movement. And the judo mech has 5 movement. That's pretty good. This is not going to go well. Also, I should try to get the crab to attack me. So let's move like this maybe. I really want the crab to try to attack me, because if the crab tries to attack me, the grav mech and the siege mech, then I can NPC actions. They will move first. It will move first. Okay. If I can get the crab to attack me, then maybe I can just like tank a hit. Maybe I want to move like this. Get the crab really interested in going after me. We can move the judo mech over. But I really... I want to be able to toss a scorpion into the drink. But I don't think there's any way that I can really make that happen. So you know what? We'll stay in a line. We'll see what happens. We're on ice. Be careful. There's a time pod. Let's get that time pod. They do, okay, so they move twice. Or actually, this guy moved once. And they lay an ice mine. So 1 scorpion is in an ice mine already. Perfect. The crab is trying to free his buddy. We can probably deal with that. It's doing 3 damage. I like this. If I can push the alpha scorpion, then he will kill the other alpha scorpion when he gets thawed. Also, here's what I don't understand, right? I know that this mission is weird in that NPC actions lie, like the mine layers. It says that they have, you know, action 1, action 2. They don't actually move before the enemy shoots. I think what happens is that the enemy shoots, then the mine layers move. And that's annoying because if you look at the attack order, it says that they're going to do something, but these bots don't do anything. They just stand there. So I really don't like the attack order display for this type of a mission. The attack order should be the very last thing, right? The NPC action should be after enemies emerge or before enemies emerge, but it should be not what is displayed. You know what I mean? But anyways, we have a few options here. We have to protect the mine bot. I would like to kill the scarab. That's not a scarab, it's a crab, you fool. And I would love it if they could hurt themselves. So maybe what we can do is, if I try to throw the crab onto the time pod, it will destroy the time pod. We don't want that to happen. Because I'm thinking if I can confuse this alpha scorpion, he'll murder his friend, but only after he attacks the building. So we need to use Bethany to cryo the building so that the alpha scorpion will kill the regular scorpion, but then we have to deal with the crab, and we can't deal with the crab. We could if we could get through the alpha scorpion, but we can't get through the alpha scorpion. If I could stand here, I could toss the scorpion onto the Vex spawner, but we can't do that really. I think we're gonna have to end up freezing an enemy. Let's try to use cluster artillery. I keep kind of half forgetting that I actually do have this ability. Let's try to use this and see if we can make something happen. Undo move, please. You know, pushing that Alpha Scorpion, it's gonna hurt the building if I do it like this. We can't. Good lord. This will destroy the time pod, I think. Maybe not, but I think it will destroy the time pod. So we would have to stand over there and pick it up first. This also wouldn't really protect me at all. Protect the buildings anyways. Okay, well, what's the easy option? The easy option is you flip the Alpha Scorpion over your head, lands on the square. Not doing anything. Ice gets weakened a little bit. We can put the gravity mech in here a little bit and, you know, switch the direction of attack of the Scorpion. That'll deal with him. We can freeze the crab. That'll deal with him. I guess the other thing we could do is try this to see if it works. And we can always pick up the time pod first. I do like that idea, picking up the time pod first. Nope. Because it will do extra damage to... but it doesn't push the Scorpion off of the building. Right. But it doesn't matter because the grav mech... I can't even get the grav mech in there! Because the grav mech has 5 movement, but... I could get the grav mech here. That would work fine. Actually, we wouldn't even need to change the attack direction of the Scorpion if we were to move the Alpha Scorpion, because then we would just push him away with a shot from the siege mech. This is an interesting turn. I would love to hit the Alpha Scorpion. We can do that. We pull the Alpha Scorpion. We siege tank this spot, and then we pick up the time pod. The Scorpion won't kill his friend, but he will do 2 damage to him. But then we have 5 enemies on the next turn. We can't have 5 enemies on the next turn. We have to actually take something out. But it does use the abilities from our mech that are thematically appropriate anyways. Actually, the Scorpion will die before he has a chance to attack. Already. 1, 2, and then we can toss him into the drink! We've done it! I know what the move is! The real question is, will this destroy the time pod? Okay, I had to check, okay? I had to check. So because that destroys the time pod, I think what we do is we position the Judo mech on the time pod. Why? Because this doesn't hurt the Judo mech. We do all this nonsense, and then we flip the attack direction of this guy. I mean, his friend's already dead to fire, but I could just pull him. I don't really want him to get any closer to me. Let's change his attack direction. I mean, it doesn't matter. End turn. You have an action available. You're not doing anything though. We killed 1 enemy. There's gonna be 4 on the next turn, but we do have, well, I guess we don't have mines anymore. We did have mines. And one of them is a Scion, which is not that bad. Why did you move into the enemies? You idiot! Oh, thank God. One of the Scorpions got eaten by a mine. Okay. Can we get them to kill each other? No, they are not near each other, so we are just going to have to kill these guys. Which is something we can do. Actually, we can get them to kill each other. You're dead. And we can actually do 1 extra damage to... Actually, we can do multiple points of damage to the... Oh, buildings are not immune! It doesn't work! I'm a fool. We could push him into his friend. Yeah, this does more damage than using the grab mech, so undo. Where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do? I guess you could put the Scion into the fire and block a spawn so he's gonna die. That seems like a really good turn. Let's do that. Okay. That's acceptable. There will be 1 enemy on the next turn. We don't really have good line of sight on the enemy, so if they attack the mine layers, we're gonna have to use our artillery to protect them. But we have a lot of ice mines down. You're gonna try to free an Alpha Scorpion. Probably don't want you to do that, really. I could kill you and my shield. I can block a spawn, flip the Hornet to the other side of me, and take another hit of damage on my Judomech. I'm thinking about that achievement. Unbreakable. It's gonna be hard to do. Blocking spawn doesn't count. I'd have to shoot myself with the siege mech in order to actually make it work, which doesn't seem like a very smart move. That's gonna be a hard achievement to get. Maybe on your first island it would be a little bit easier. I don't know. Anyways. I think we position ourselves there, kill the Alpha Mech, Alpha Vec, I always call it a mech. Stand here, flip the Hornet to the other side of us, and then... I don't know what we do with the grav mech. Probably just pull the minebot towards us. Hopefully the minebot doesn't try to run into the fire or something. I don't think there's a way that I can kill the Alpha Scorpion. I don't think there's a way to really use the siege mech to good effect here. We can free 2 Scorpions. That seems like a very bad call. So you know what? Let's just do the thing that we were going to do. Judo chop! Kill you. And then we will... I could reverse the attack direction of the Hornet, but there's no real point in doing that, so just pull you, why not? End turn. We block 2 damage on this battle, but that's not a lot. You're on fire, maybe we could kill you. I like the mines. You moved 3 spaces! How come you never did that before? I mean, ooh, wait a minute. Damage dealing 1. You might be able to kill the Alpha Scorpion? No, we can't really do that much damage. But I mean, we could open this Alpha Scorpion. It would take 1 point of damage. We could then pull him into the other Alpha Scorpion and he would take another hit of damage. That would work. I mean, this is a pretty easy turn in the sense that we don't really need to do all that much. So if we can try to like get another kill, let's do it. If we can get an alpha kill, let's do it. It's the last turn. Everything is being defended. Toss this guy onto the fire. Yeah, why not? That's good. That's okay. Too bad we don't get partial experience for wounding them, but we get some XP spread out. Okay, okay. We picked up a reactor core from the mission and a pod, which gives us the teleporter. Swap places with a nearby tile. So it's adjacent only, but you can increase the range with power. Would we want that on the science mech instead of like confuse? It's nice to like, you know, get away from a scorpion that has you webbed or something, but you know, if you want to swap positions, you could just pull. It doesn't swap, but it's a ranged pull. I don't think we need this. I think we do need to do another mission. District Z1101 is a lot easier because we just have to not take grid damage as opposed to do this frickin' mission. Ugh, kill them all before they retreat. And they're all in ice, and it's hard. Machines frozen, threat high. I recommend you avoid them. So we don't need to worry about the frozen machines. We have 2 reactor cores. I mean, I suppose I could test this out to see how it works before I just say no to it. Oh, wow. I like the long-rangeness of it if we can position enemies in such a way that they can hurt themselves. Swap places with a nearby tile. If only we could use this from water, if only our unit could fly, because then we could put enemies in the drink very easily. We could put Bethany in here and then she could be immune to acid and fire, and then we could just dump enemies into the drink whenever possible, but I don't know. This is kind of just like a slightly different Gravwell, but we have to pump a lot of energy into it, so not now. I think that we do want buildings immune, even maybe before the extra damage on the Judo mech, but considering that we really don't have any extra damage, maybe we should put it there. But you know what, Bill? I'm struggling with the idea of not using the cryo launcher, even though I know it's really good. I want to use cluster artillery because I want to get the achievements. I want to use this squad like it's meant to be used. Letting the Vec attack each other and pushing enemies away is one method of doing that. Buildings immune helps that. But then we don't have any damage and we're trying to do a tough mission. Let's put it on this guy. Give the Vice Fist 3 damage, and we'll go to District Z1101. Because now I can kill enemies that have 3 HP in one go, which I think is nice. You have 3 movement, 1, 2. I want you to attack here. I want you to attack here, and we're done. So if I judo mech the Scorpion, he's actually gonna hit a building. That's not very good. That's not very smart. I can... Are buildings immune? No, I didn't get that upgrade. Damn it. I could... judo mech. I can't get behind him to pull. Oh, okay. I could change his attack direction, which might break the spell on my mech. And if I... Oh, that's just... that is an awful move. Because I'm thinking if I can break the bot out of the ice, then the Hornet's gonna get the kill. I could pull the Hornet and then shoot the Hornet. I hate the buildings that are next to each other. It totally prevents the use of my artillery because I can't hit either building. And I can't hit the spaces next to the buildings. I have to hit like the diagonals next to the buildings, which is just terrible. It is horrible. I should have taken buildings immune. I could make some interesting stuff happen. I could make them attack each other. Instead, I'm kind of just forced to be like, well, I guess we just like use the cryo launcher, even though I'd rather not. I'd rather not make this a frost squad, but it is the best option. It is the only option. Maybe not the only option, but it is a option that is an option. We could also block a spawn, which might be useful. So what, cryo the Hornet? Change his attack direction, then flip him? But no, don't do that, because my mech will die to fire. As much as I want my mech to block damage, enemies, the alphas are doing way too much damage. I think this is that's an achievement that we're gonna have to do at the first island, absorb 5 damage in a single battle. Unwitting allies feels like we can do more with that later when we can more easily position our own units and more easily use our abilities. Anyways, we have to make a decision here. We have to do something. We can pull. No, we can't pull. We gotta flip. We gotta flip. We gotta pull. We gotta freeze. Okay, well, grav. Should have tested to see if the flip would actually make it break the web, but this is fine. We can judo, doing 3 damage to the Hornet. Sure. Doing damage is fine. And then maybe there's something I can do with the siege mech. I can do 1 damage to the Scion. I can kill the Alpha Hornet, take 1 damage to my mech, light some stuff on fire. Ooh, there's probably... Again, no, I can't do that, it'll hurt the building. It always hurts the building. Nope. That'll hurt the building. Okay. Okay. I think we just do 1 damage to the Scion. This doesn't do damage to the iced unit, so he'll still be in the ice. Again, I could have frozen something, but I don't want this to be a Frost Squad. But maybe we should just accept it because Frost Squad is OP. And now we have 3 units attacking. We have to deal with them somehow. What's the attack order? Scorpion first? Man, the cluster, you have to get that buildings immune for this to be worth anything, because it is just such a pain in the ass to use without it. Well, if I grab you, you're not doing anything. I can then freeze you, kill you. So let's do that. Grab you, you're not doing anything. No enemies are spawning? Well, except for the one under my grav, which is fine. Could also just confuse you and light that space on fire. But, I mean, why not? Sure, let's do that. You're dead. You are frosted. If I had like something else on the siege mech, maybe we could make something more interesting happen, but it's like I could just freeze you. and then block a spawn and repair, and then nothing is spawning on the next turn. Like, this is why the Frost team would be OP as hell, because you just don't do anything. You just block the spawns, you freeze constantly with someone who has a permanent shield, and then you're done. Well, you know what? Yeah, no, we have to do it like this. Do we? Yeah? No, we don't. We can get a extra kill. And end turn. Oh, repair. I don't know. I feel like this squad is a rather underpowered squad in general, and I just kind of found a workaround, and the workaround is we're a Frost squad now. But then I'm gonna have to do the Frost squad in the future. I guess I could just do it without Bethany, because Bethany makes it OP with the cryo launcher. Because the problem I'm having with this is that we can't hit the enemies into a position where they're hitting each other. It's not working. They're always spread out, you know, like if we have a Hornet and a Scorpion at the wrong positions on the map, it could take multiple mechs it could take multiple mech actions in order to make them attack each other. The Scorpion could also, or the Hornet, could also be attacking in the wrong order, so that they won't kill the other unit before he attacks a building or whatever. It's just, it's too finicky. Like, I understand the point of it, and I understand that that is probably why there's achievements to get enemies to kill each other, so that you actually have to force yourself to run this archetype. I just feel it's very weak. It's extremely situational. Now, maybe that's kind of why it's not working for me. Maybe the game knows, hey, I have a cryo launcher now. The game can be a little bit more aggressive in its placement of enemy units. It's not leaving me openings where I can let Vec kill each other, you know? Maybe having the cryo launcher is causing that, or the confuse shot or something. But regardless, this Vec hormones, I understand it. It's just that I think that this type of a squad doesn't really work all that well, because it takes far too many actions to set up those attacks. And you have to have the enemies attack in the right order. And there's going to be usually 3 or more Vec per turn, and if you have to spend more than one mech action to make the Vec attack each other, then you're just you're gonna be taking grid damage, you're not gonna be able to kill things fast enough. It just doesn't seem very strong. But anyways, enough of that. That is still Perfect Island, still Perfect Island. We have to do 2 more missions. Probably the shielded vaults. We'll give that a shot next time. So thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you here again for the next mission in Into the Breach.